Ending a relationship or distancing yourself without causing offense is a delicate process, but it can be done with kindness, honesty, and respect. Here are some steps to make the transition smoother. First, be honest but gentle. It's important to communicate your feelings in a way that doesn't attack or criticize the other person. Instead of blaming them, focus on your emotions, needs, and personal growth. This makes it clear that your decision is not a rejection of them as a person but rather something you need to do for yourself. Example: "You're too clingy, and I can't deal with this anymore." This sounds harsh and accusatory. I've been reflecting a lot on my feelings, and I realize that I need to take a step back for my own personal growth. This focuses on your own needs rather than pointing fingers. If you still care about the person and want to soften the blow, you can also add, "I don't want you to feel like this is because of something you did wrong. It's just something I need to do for myself." Second, choose the right time and place. Timing and setting matter when having difficult conversations. Try to choose a moment when both of you are calm and can talk privately. Avoid breaking the news in public, in the middle of an argument, or when the other person is already going through a tough time. Best approaches. Private setting, a quiet place where you can talk without interruptions. Face-to-face, if possible, texting or calling can feel impersonal and hurtful. Neutral tone, don't make it sound like a punishment or an argument. What to avoid? Telling them over a text message, unless it's a casual relationship. Doing it in front of others, which can embarrass them. Breaking the news when they're already struggling with something stressful. Third, show appreciation. Even if you're leaving the relationship, it's good to acknowledge what you appreciated about them. This helps soften the message and reassures them that they were valued. Example: "I really respect and appreciate everything we shared together. I've learned a lot from our time, and I will always be grateful for that." This approach allows you to end things on a positive note rather than making them feel discarded. Fourth, keep it firm but kind. One of the biggest mistakes people make when ending a relationship is leaving the door open when they don't actually want to. If you don't want to continue the relationship in any form, be clear about it. Examples of clarity: "I don't want to lead you on, and I feel it's best that we go our separate ways. I think we're heading in different directions, and I need to be honest with both of us about that." What to avoid? Saying, "maybe in the future," if you don't actually mean it. Being overly vague, "I need a break," when you really mean, "I want to break up." Fifth, set clear boundaries. If you still want to be friends, make sure both of you are on the same page about what that means. If you don't want contact at all, be upfront about it. Example: "I care about you and respect you, but I think it would be best for us to have some space right now." If you don't want to keep in touch, say something like, "I think keeping our distance for a while would be best for both of us. If you do want to remain friends, I would love to still be friends, but I understand if you need time and space first." Important: if the relationship was emotionally intense, staying friends right away might be painful and confusing. It's okay to take a break before deciding on a friendship. Sixth, accept his reaction. No matter how kind and respectful you are, the other person may still feel hurt, angry, or upset. That's natural. It's important to allow them to process their emotions without trying to fix them. What to do? Give them space to feel their emotions without interrupting or debating. Stay calm if they react with frustration or sadness. If they ask why, repeat your main points kindly rather than justifying or over-explaining. Example response to an emotional reaction: "I understand that this is hard, and I don't want to hurt you. But this is something I need to do for myself." What to avoid? Trying to argue or convince them to be okay with it. Getting defensive if they express hurt feelings. Apologizing excessively: "I feel so bad, I shouldn't have done this." This can make them feel worse. Seventh, Minimize unnecessary contact. After the conversation, it's important to give both of you space. If you want to move on, avoid checking in too soon, sending mixed signals, or maintaining unnecessary communication. Steps to reduce contact. Mute or limit social media interactions, to avoid emotional triggers. Avoid texting or calling too soon after the breakup. If necessary, set communication rules. E.g., only talking if truly needed. Example: if they keep reaching out. I know this is hard, but I really need space right now. I hope you can respect that. Example: if they want to stay friends too soon. I think we both need time to heal before we can be friends. Let's give it some time and see how we feel later. Final thoughts. Ending a relationship or distancing yourself is never easy, but doing it with kindness and clarity will help both of you move forward in a healthy way. The key is to be honest but gentle, firm but kind, respectful of their emotions, clear about boundaries. Only in the only case you have to behave differently. He behaves unworthily, so you have to offend him. When someone on the bus is insolent and behaves inappropriately, you want to put the insolent person in his place, not thinking about the fact that, God forbid, he will be offended. That's your goal, you want to offend him. And that's okay.